Okay. Okay. I'm Haidal Qasir. I'm one of the best IELTS trainers. Um, I have lots of videos on YouTube also, and I'm working with Mr. Ben. Also, I've got a deal with Mr. Ben in order to start training with him, okay, with the American Consul to start training for the IELTS. Okay, so would you please introduce yourselves?
Yes, thank you. My name is Mabrouka Zaid Al-Shalwi. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Libya. I'm graduated from Umar Mukhtar University. I'm a pediatrician. First of all, I would to thank the American Council for giving me this opportunity to be here with you. I'm proud to be one of the student of the American Council. I have learned a lot with Mr. Ben. So
Thank you
thank you
very
so much.
much. Thank you. Okay, we've got also Zahia Mohammed. Yes, please. Would you please introduce yourself? Yes, Zahia Mohammed. Would you introduce yourself? Hello? Okay. I think he or she missed the connection. No problem. Okay. Let's talk about a bit about the ALSA program, ALS training program. Okay. The ALS training program will be 25 sessions. Each session will last for 1.5 hour to 2 hours. I designed my own program and I depend on the curriculum of IELTS Insight. It's Insight into IELTS, precisely Insight into IELTS. Okay. And also, I depended on some tests of Cambridge booklets from 11 to 16 precisely, and some tests from the internet. I chose them carefully. And the program, as I said, is around 25 lectures, but that does not mean it will last for 25 lectures. No. Some of you would need more lectures, more sessions, more hours. I would give them those uh, lectures, those extra lectures for free. The extra lectures will be for free. Okay. The first and the second lecture of the program will last for around an hour only because they talk about skills of reading. Once we take a skill, we just we just practice it, and this is really important for the skill. When we take the skill, why? Because we take it theoretically with an example, then we take it practically. When you take it practically, when you do an exercise about it, we are going to explain the exercise later. What I mean precisely is that we are going to answer, then explain the reason or the reasons of the answer, which is really important. Those who can take the program should be at least in the intermediate level, real intermediate level. And this is really important. And also, I will give those who take the training with me, I would give them some files about vocabulary words. Those vocabulary words would increase the scores, which means the marks and the points of the writing and the speaking. Because in the writing and in the speaking, once you use more official words and more uncommon words, it would increase your score, which means your mark and points. Another important thing is that the partitions of the program. We firstly start with the reading, and that would take around 6 to 9 lectures, and that depends. After we finish the reading, we would take some tests, some full tests of the reading. After that, we take the listening, and the listening will be exercises and tests of listening, full tests of listening. After the listening, we will take the writing. The writing will take around 2 to 3 weeks. That depends. That depends on uh, how much you can comprehend and produce the language in the writing. Then the speaking. The writing will be and the speaking will be more practical than theoretical. That means I will explain the skill and I will explain what to do with the writing. After that, I will give you some questions to be answered. After you answer them, I'm going to check each one's writing and I'm going to correct your mistakes, or let's say to try to increase your language. In other words, for example, in the writing, if you do everything correctly, but you use medium language, we call it, which means low band score words or low lexical words, also, we call it low lexical words. For example, if you use firstly, secondly, this is what we call basic sequencing. And instead of firstly, we may use initially, or you may use to begin with. You may say to start with. But the first one which I mentioned, which is initially, is the best use. This will be high lexical words, which means high band word. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. In the speaking, we will not only depend on that, no, we will try to increase your score as much as we can, because the speaking and the writing are totally different. They depend on your language precisely. And this is the IELTS. As we know, the IELTS depends on two important things: the strength of your language and also the strategies you take and how you can do your best in the language. Okay, so uh, I know Mabruka here, Dr. Mabruka. Now we have Mariah Fakron. Would you please introduce yourself, Mariah? Yes, Mariah Fakron. Hello, yes.
Hello.
Hello, hello, Mariah. Yes, would you please introduce yourself? Yes, Mariah. Yes, yes, Mariah. Okay, I think you've got some problems with your mic. Okay, let's see, Rukaya Kratat. Would you please introduce yourself?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Hello.
My name is Roghaya Karatat. I am Sudanese. I am working in King Khalid University. I'm Sudanese, but now I am living in Saudi Arabia. I working in as a professor assistant in King Khalid University. My specialization is business administration.
Okay.
My family, I am married.
Mm-hmm.
I have four children, one daughter and three sons. This all things
Okay.
about.
You are welcomed here.
Okay.
You are welcomed here among us, Miss Rukaya.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, we have Hiba. Yes, please. Would you please, Hiba, introduce yourself?
Hello, are you?
Hello, Miss Hiba.
My name Hiba. I am from Libya. I am work in the hospital. I'm doctors, but I am now. I work in the college as assistant.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I explained a bit. Thank you very much, Dr. Hiba. Thank you very much. Okay, I explained a bit about the IELTS. So, as I introduced myself at the beginning, my name is Haidal Qasay. I'm an IELTS trainer and a trainer of trainers for IELTS. So, if you've got any questions about the IELTS, you may ask me. Yes, please.
Okay, I want to ask what's the part of the IELTS and the speaking,
Yes. How about it?
and how the degree of it?
Okay. Let me tell you something. About the speaking, the reading, or let's say the writing, or the listening. All of them have got the same scores. What I mean precisely, the IELTS is an average. It's divided into four parts. The first part you will take in the test is the listening, and that would last for around 39 minutes. When you take the listening, it's a 25% of the IELTS. It's out of 9, as we know, okay? But that means 25%. Then after that, you take the reading, and the reading would take 60 minutes. You need to answer 40 questions, 40 branches, 3 passages, 3 passages for 40 questions within 60 minutes. You need to answer them. That means 1.5 minutes for each question or for each branch. And that is also out of 9. Then after that, you will take the writing. The writing is divided into 2 tasks. The first task, which is a figure or a diagram, then the second task, which is an essay. Okay, the essay will take 2/3 of the mark of the writing, and the writing in total is out of 9 also. Then you will have the speaking. The speaking would last for around, let's say, 12 to 20 minutes. That depends, 12 to 20 minutes, and mostly it's less than 20 minutes. Then they collect the marks of yours and take the average. The average of 4. That means, let's say you took 6 in the reading, let's say 8 in the listening, let's say 5.5 in the writing, then you have, let's say 7 in the speaking. They collect the 4 marks and they divide them into 4 to give you the average. This is the IELTS. Okay, some of the universities ask for a module. Let's say the least mark for each module should be no less than 6. That means they ask you, for example, as doctors, most of the places they would ask for 7 or 7.5, right? And this is what we know. Okay, and
Okay.
they tell you no less than 6 in each module. That means even if you take 7 or 7.5 and you've got one of the modules, when one of the modules you took, for example, 5.5, you will not be accepted. In some other places, no, they would ask for no less than 7 in each module. So in this case, you need to take 7, 7, 7, and 8. 7.5. In some places, they would ask you for 7.5, especially for occupations. Okay, so this is the IELTS. Any more questions? You may ask any questions you would like to ask about. Yes?
Okay, I need to ask about how writing. I think all people have problem with the writing.
Yes,
Need time.
okay. So for interruption, I've just explained that for the others before you were in. I mean, before you come with us in the lecture. Okay. For the writing, in the writing, we have several skills. The steps on how to write, the steps on how to give your opinion, and the steps also on how to cohere your writing, how to make it related to each other. I mean the ideas. And that will be explained in several lectures. And also another thing which is really important, the high band word scores, the high official words also, which we call them also the uncommon words. I will give an example. As we know, the word advantage. Advantage, everybody knows the meaning of the word advantage. You may say utility instead of advantage. The opposite of it, disadvantage. There is a word which is real high band score instead of disadvantage, because disadvantage is a basic word. And instead of disadvantage, you may write background, okay, drawbacks. And instead of disadvantages, you may say drawbacks. And that is a high band word score. Okay, so, okay, yes, everybody. don't hesitate asking if you've got a question. We've got Dr. Hiba, we've got Fatima, we've got Zahia, Mariah, Dr. Mabruka, and Dr. Rukaya. If you've got questions, don't hesitate asking. Yes, please.
No, thank you. I don't have
I
any
want
question.
to ask,
Thank you very much, doctor. Yes,
okay, if there is any books of this course,
indeed. Indeed.
books,
Yes. But they are from, okay. You've got some books, okay, which are really important to take and to practice. Okay.
okay,
Yes. Okay. Others? Yes, others?
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
I want to ask about how can I improve my communication skill um, because I have a problem in speaking.
Okay. Uh, in this case, you may ask Mr. Ben, okay, because let's say this lecture, or let's say this virtual lecture is about the IELTS precisely. But if you need to improve your speaking skills for the IELTS test, okay, no,
Yes,
we will take
for the
we will
IELTS.
take several lectures about it. Okay, if you mean how to
Okay,
improve your speaking for the IELTS, to take, let's say, a high score in the speaking module for the IELTS, no, we will take it once we reach it. Okay. Okay. Okay, others?
okay. Teacher, please can you send to us these points that we can follow it of this course,
I beg your
and
pardon.
how the, like the marks, the time of any parts of this course,
Okay.
and
The
how
the
to
entire
distribute
okay.
the marks of any part.
You mean in the IELTS? In
Yes,
the actual test? Okay. As I told you,
yes,
you will firstly start with the listening. The listening will take around 39 minutes. Then you will have you will have 10 minutes to move to shift your answers to the official paper, because they will give you a small booklet to answer with, and you will have 10 minutes to shift your answers in the uh, official, sorry, in the official paper. Then you will have a rest for 10 minutes. After that, you will start with the reading. In the reading, you may answer in the official paper immediately, and that would last for 60 minutes. 60 minutes. You will have 40 questions, 3 passages, okay, for with 40 questions, and you need to finish within 1 hour, 60 minutes. After that, you will take a break for 10 minutes. Then you will have the writing. In the writing, they will give you 2 tasks. The first task will be a figure or a diagram, and the second, and you need to write at least 150 words. Then after that, the essay, and the essay you need to write 250 words, and that would last for 1 hour. Then you will have the speaking. In the speaking will be in a different time, whether it will be in the same day, but a different hour. For example, if you finish your test at 1, you take the speaking at 2, at 4, at 3, at 5, at 6, at 7, at 8, no problem. Or it will be in a different type, a different day. A day before, a day after, 2 days before, 2 days after. That depends. Okay. In the speaking, you will have 3 parts. The first part will be some personal questions, not a private, personal, not a private, personal questions. Around 5 to 8 questions. Then you will have part two. Part two, they will give you a group of questions, 3 to 5 questions about some certain subject, and you need to answer them within 2 minutes, no more than 2 minutes. Then you will have part three. Part three, usually 4 to 7 questions. Each question you need to answer it within around 20 to 40 seconds. So that means the speaking will take 12 to 20 minutes. Okay. For the if you are asking for the scores, which means for the marks, for the points, each one is out of 9. How much you take out of 9 for each module? Then the marks will be collected and will be divided into 4 to take an average. Okay, Doctor Rukaya?
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
thank
But
you very much. Yes.
teacher, we need to send for us as write it and send for us to remember it well.
I beg your pardon. Would you please repeat what you said?
I said if you write these points in write it and send it for us.
Okay,
It is
don't
the best
worry.
because
Don't worry. Don't worry about it. You will take it from Mr. Ben, from the American consul. Yes. Okay.
okay,
Everything
okay.
is arranged with Mr. Ben. Don't worry about that at all. Yes. Okay. I'm
Okay.
here just to answer your questions.
Okay, how I know that I'm ready for IELTS or no?
There is a test. We have a test to decide if your level is suitable for the IELTS or not. If your level is not suitable, no, we will work on increasing your level to be able to take the IELTS, to have an opportunity to have the score you are looking for. Yes.
Yes. So if I suitable, how long the lecture will take for preparation?
It will take, let's say, at least 7 to 8 weeks, and some of the trainees need more than that time. That means 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. Yes,
Thank you.
you are most welcome. Yes, please. I've got Reem Basaid.
Yeah.
Yes, Reem.
Yeah. Good evening, mister. How are you?
Hello, Reem.
I'm just asking, did you
Uh, Reem, I cannot hear you. I think there's a problem with your internet connection. Yes, Reem Basaid. Okay, let's answer other questions while the connection for Reem is back.
Teacher, when the lecture, when the time of the lecture, is it daily or
No. It's 3 times a week.
okay?
Okay, 3 times a week.
What's the days? What's the days?
Or you may take the other pieces of the information from Mr. Ben. Yes, because it's
Okay.
in cooperation with Mr. Ben. Okay.
Yes, I have here.
Welcome, Mr. Ben.
Okay, if you're asking about the fees and about the days, about the time, this is all something managerial. You may take it from Mr. Ben. The
Okay.
managerial things you may discuss with
Okay.
Mr. Ben, but the academic things you may discuss with me. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Haidar,
Okay.
I have
Okay.
heard that you are the best trainer in the Middle East. Can you
Thank
tell
you.
us how did you arrive to this point?
Okay. I've been training the IELTS for around 16 years. I'm a trainer of the IELTS and a trainer of trainers also for the IELTS. The most of my trainees take the score they need. Most of my trainees take the score they need. I've designed my own program for training for the IELTS to answer let's say the questions of the IELTS with in a real professional way, and also within the within a fast time. Okay, but it depends on the level of English. Firstly, I need to know the level for each one when I started training, for each one that I train. And I say, okay, this person can be, this person cannot be. this person needs these things, this person needs those things, or this person needs those levels in order to have a high opportunity to pass the IELTS within the score that he or she is looking for. Because as we know, we've got different scores that the IELTS candidates need. For example, let's say you need 7. Some others need 7.5, others need 6.5, some need 5 or 5.5. It depends. It depends. Maybe your level is suitable for 5 or for 5.5, but not suitable for 6.5, or not suitable for 7 or 7.5. I say no. This person needs those levels in order to have a high opportunity to be able to take it.
Yes.
Yes. And this is how we decide. Okay.
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 Hi, Mister. I'm sorry. I'm just
Yes.
asking. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I want to know when the IELTS preparation start.
Okay. I will tell you something.
Okay.
Nowadays, I've got some certain time from 10 to 12 p.m. I mean at night, uh, 3 days a week, Sundays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, that is up to KSA time, up to Saudi Arabia time. But in around 5 to 6 weeks, I will have another time, another period of time to be able, which is less
No,
than
I'm
10.
asking
Yes,
what is matching or suitable for our living, our leave.
I beg your pardon. Would you please repeat
About
your
our
question? Yes.
okay. I'm asking about our levels.
Okay. Your levels will be decided up to some certain test you will take from Mr. Ben.
Okay.
Okay. And we will discuss that with you. Don't worry about that. Indeed, we need to see your level in order to decide if you are suitable for the score you are
Not
looking for or not.
or we have another another course, and after that we will start our
That depends.
preparation.
That depends. That
Okay.
depends. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Some candidates need
Okay.
more
Thank
than
you.
a level to study more than a course. Some candidates can just start with the sessions of the training. Okay. Okay. Yes, Fatima Muhammad, I think, right? Yes, Fatima Muhammad. Fatima, Fatima, I cannot hear you well. I cannot hear you well. Yes, I think you've got a problem with your earring phone. Okay, there's a problem with your earphone. So would you please just take it, plug it out of your yes, and start speaking from the mobile or from the laptop, because I could not hear you well. Yes, Fatima.
Yes, me.
Yes.
Um, my question. I don't know about how to prepare about the IELTS. I don't know how
Okay.
to.
Okay. You know if your level is suitable or not, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You will have a placement test to see if your level is suitable for the IELTS, or you need courses for English language to be able to take the IELTS training and the test. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that. Thank you. Okay. Let's see whom else. Okay. Yahya Ahmed. Yes.
Yes, teacher. How are you?
Fine.
How about you?
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I think Rimba Said. Yes, Rimba Said, if you've got questions. I think you had a question, then you stopped or you muted your mic, something like that. Yes, Rim?
Yes, I ask you. I said that I just joined and my internet connection is cut out or went out.
Yes.
So I ask you, did you have anything before I joined? Did anything left me or I missed
Oh,
anything?
did you miss anything? Okay,
Important, very
we've
important.
talked a bit about the
Yeah.
IELTS, about the
Okay.
partitions of the IELTS and about the modules of the IELTS and how they take the scores for the IELTS. Okay. You will watch the video of that, but if you have questions about the IELTS now, you may ask. Have you
Okay,
got
I'm
any
just worried
questions?
about yeah. I'm just worried about it because I want to travel soon I can if possible.
Okay.
So I'm just asking about it. When can I be ready for the exam and sit
Okay.
for exam and all of this?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Reem. Look, Mr. Ben will take your level by some placement test, okay, your level of English, and we will see if you are suitable for the sessions of the training for the IELTS or not. If your level of the
Okay.
language is not suitable, okay, we will work on raising the level of your English until you become suitable for it. Okay.
Mhm. Okay, that's perfect.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
let's
Welcome.
see. Maria Fakron. Yes, Mariah Fakron, sorry. Yes, Mariah, have you got any questions?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, please. Yes, Mariah. Hello.
Yes,
Okay. Let's see. Zahia Muhammad. Yes, have you got any questions, Zahia?
The lecture will be every day.
No, no, no. It will be 3 days a week.
Okay.
You are most welcome. Okay, others? Okay. Well, okay. Uh, since you've got no questions, we are going to end this session, or let's say this whatever you can call it, or you may call it. Okay. Uh, if you have no questions, I'm going to end it. And if you've got any managerial questions, you may ask Mr. Ben. If you've got any academic questions, you may ask me.
Thank you so much for your time and your effort we're going to give
Thank
us.
you, Dr.
And
Mabruka. You
thank
are
you
most
so much.
welcome. You are most
Yeah,
welcome, Dr.
thank
Mabruka.
also
Thank
the all
you.
trainer. They do them best. Their
Thank
best.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much.